Where there's smoke, there's fire in the hole. Hey, let's grill up some beer marinated beef. Please stay tuned. We got to go back in time to yesterday, show you how to put the marinade together. Then we'll come back to today and show you how to grill that baby up. So please stay tuned. Okay, so what I got here is a beef chuck steak, also known as a pot roast. And it's a tough piece of meat. But we're going to do something to it to make it not as tough. We're going to marinate it. So for our marinade, we're going to start out with some ketchup. About a cup of ketchup in the pot. And I'm using Heinz balsamic vinegar ketchup. I just happen to like it and I want to use it. So I'm using about a cup of that in there. Okay. Then I got some of Grandma's molasses. We're going to use about a half a cup of Grandma's molasses. And I got some balsamic vinegar. You can use regular vinegar if you like. I just happen to have this balsamic vinegar and I got the balsamic ketchup. So I'm going to use the two together. About a half a cup of balsamic vinegar. And to that we're going to add some slap your mama, which is salt, pepper, and garlic, red pepper, white pepper. This happens to be white pepper, slap your mama. But sometimes I use the black pepper, about a tablespoon of that. And that's pretty spicy stuff, but we're going to spice it up some more with some red pepper flakes, about 2 teaspoons of red pepper flakes. Excuse me, my voice is going. And we're going to put the last of my slap your mama, last of this bottle, I got another bottle, hot sauce in there. Oh man, that smells great already. We're going to put a little bit of cinnamon, which is a kind of a weird, kind of a strange thing to put in barbecue sauce. We're going to put about a teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of cumin. Cumin gives it a nice smoky flavor. It can be overpowering. A teaspoon of cumin. And I got some allspice berries that I ground up, and we're going to throw them in there. Allspice, that's another kind of a weird ingredient for a barbecue sauce. And we're going to whisk that together. Whisk that all together. And then we're going to take a beer. And this is a good beer. Magic Hat Heart of Darkness. A good dark stout. I'm going to pour that in there. Oh, look how dark that is. And that's going to really give our marinade some kick. And that's a good beer. I shouldn't be wasting it on a marinade, but yes I am. I'm going to save a little bit just to swallow for the pitmaster. That'd be me. Let me get a swallow of that. That's good beer. That's perfect for this sauce because it's kind of a bitter flavor. It's a stout, you know, it's very good. Very good. Okay, so now we got our marinade done. And what we're going to do is we're going to pour it over the meat. Oh, look at that. Don't that look good? And this is going to become a barbecue sauce also. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple of forks and stick some holes in that meat so that our marinade will penetrate. And we're just going to jounce up and down with the forks until we get tired of doing it. And that way the marinade will get inside there and break up those connective tissues of that tough steak. And then we're going to cook it on the grill, and we're going to use this very same marinade as a barbecue sauce. And we're going to glaze it with this marinade. And when we get tired of poking it with the forks, what we'll do is flip it over and poke the other side. But the more you poke it, the better penetration you're going to get, obviously, and the more tender it's going to be. You want to tenderize that meat. So, get tired of poking it, I'm going to pour the rest of that marinade in there. Yeah, look at that. Don't that look good? That's going to make an awesome barbecue sauce also. So we're going to poke it some more. Poke it, poke it, poke it. We get tired of poking it, we'll flip it over and poke the other side. Looks good enough to eat already. Look at that. Look at that. That looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, we're going to fork it. Fork it some more. Fork it right up. And that's going to sit in the fridge overnight. And tomorrow, we're going to throw it on the grill and cook it like a steak. Direct heat, high direct heat, and it's going to be great. You'll see. So let me bring you back for the Back to the Future, and we'll show you that steak on the grill tomorrow. So please, stay tuned. Okay, so there's our pot roast. It's been marinating all night. And what we're going to do now is that on camera? Yeah. We got to get the marinade off of it. And we got to pat it down a little bit. We're going to put it on some paper towels and pat it dry. We're going to take the marinade and put it in this pot with the reserved marinade. And we're going to cook that up a little bit and make that into a barbecue sauce. Hope you can see that. Yeah, okay. We're going to stick that on the grill and stir it up. Meanwhile, we're going to pat dry our meat. And as soon as we get the meat patted dry and the barbecue sauce cooked up a bit, we'll stick it on the fire and we're going to baste it with the barbecue sauce. But we got to dry it off first. So let me do that, and I'll bring you right back. Show you the cook of the meat. I got a very special beer for today. I'm going to barely have time to drink it. But I'll bring you right back for that, okay? So please, stay tuned. Alright, so our barbecue sauce has been simmering for a while. Got it reduced down quite a bit, and we've patted dry our steak. And what we're going to do now is throw this right on the fire. Get some grill marks on it. And while it's cooking on that side, we're going to just baste it with some of that barbecue sauce. Oh man, does that smell good? You can't imagine. Oh boy, that's gonna be good. Get that. Baste it up a little bit. Get some grill marks on there. We'll turn it, you know, get the grill marks in the opposite direction. That's a thick cut of meat, so it's going to take a little bit to cook. I hope you can see that okay, yeah. And we're just going to keep basting it with that sauce. That sauce is amazing. It smells amazing. Like I said, it's a pretty thick cut of meat, so it's going to take some time to cook. Don't want to flip it over just yet. It's getting a nice crust on it, I bet. You know what they say, if you're looking, you're not cooking. So we're just going to burn that a little bit more. I'm just going to flip it over right now. Yeah, that's looking good. Now we'll baste this side of it with that barbecue sauce. That's looking good. Smells excellent. Gotta tell you. How's it look? Can you see that? Is that not making you hungry? Look at that sucker. Oh boy. That's going to be so good. Oh, it smells great. Gotta tell you. So we took a rotten cut of meat that normally you'd cook in the oven for a couple of hours, and we grilled it pretty quick on here. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I got this recipe from a guy on the internet Chef John, who's his site is Food Wishes, and he used a flank steak, but I decided to use this chuck steak because I like it a little rare in the middle. I'm going to check the temperature of it because I want it to be at about 125 degrees in the middle. If I can find my thermometer. Here it is. Yeah, we're going to check the middle of that puppy. See what we got. Yeah, let's turn them a bit. Get some marks on the other side. Give them another baste. Put that thermometer in the center of the meat. We want to get 125 degrees in the middle. We're only up to 101. We don't want to burn them too bad on the outside, but we do want to get them to a nice rare 125 on the middle. That's looking pretty good. Pretty darn good, I gotta say. Well, he's at 120 already. 121, 22, 23, 24. He's coming up fast. So let's get him off of there and slice him open. Yeah, how's that look? You can't see it. Yeah, let's zoom out on that a little bit. There he is. He's cooked, boy. Let me just cut it. That barbecue sauce is amazing. Just cut a little bit of that. Cut a little bit of that off of there. It's kind of cooked right there. Yeah. Looking good. Looking pretty darn good. I'm going to have to take a taste of that. That's too much for me. Delicious. Excellent. Excellent piece of meat. Very well done. You know what I need is a beer. So let me throw this back on there to keep it warm, and I'll go get me a beer. So please, stay tuned. There's the Frosty Root Boy mug. And today's very special beer is one I've never had, but I'm sure I'm going to like it because it's Lagunitas Maximus IPA Ale. The Lagunitas Brewing Company out of California, and they make some amazing beer. They make my favorite beer, which is the Lagunitas Censored. Now this is an IPA, and it's pouring out a beautiful golden brown color. Hardly any head at all. Beautiful. Beautiful beer. I know I'm going to like it. So let's quaff the froth off of that. Ah, yeah. It smells like any good IPA. It's got hints of grapefruit, citrus. Tastes excellent. And look at that frost on that mug. Anyway, that's it. We're going to look in on our meat in a little bit. And that's my video for today. Lagunitas IPA. Boy, that's good stuff. So as always, thanks for watching. If you like this crap, please subscribe. And come back next week. We'll cook something good. I don't know what it's going to be, but you'll like it. I promise. Ah, that's good stuff. Let's look in on our meat just for fun. Yeah, how's that look? Nothing like beef marinated in beer, cooked on the grill. That's the best. Anyway, see y'all later. Thanks for watching. Root Boy out.